What's up, YouTube? Blind and Independent here. I want to do a bike check real quick because I have gotten some questions emailed to me. Then again, about like my bike and stuff. You want to send me an email? It's blindandindependent@gmail.com. Any questions you might have, anything like that. We're gonna go ahead and start this check though. So up front we have, I'm gonna get this camera shot. Let me make sure my camera is on back facing.
Stop recording. Camera chooser. Back facing. Okay. Button. Speech off.
So up front we have a Eastern front wheel. This has actually been a decent front wheel. I had an Eastern in the rear and I broke the driver. It was going into free spin and it's a cassette hub, so it wasn't supposed to do that. I'm not a big fan of free coasters. I don't fakie very often, so yeah. Wrapped around that we have a Odyssey Mike Akins tire. I'm gonna go ahead and get that in the shot. Yeah. It's a little cold up here in Michigan. Okay. I don't know if we can wheel it back like that. Odyssey Mike Akins right there. I don't know how I got that in the tire. This tire is actually held up really well. I've only had one flat on it. I've rode it all last summer. I got these in June of last summer. These lasted me a year. And I haven't had a flat. So yeah, I run that in the front. It's a 2.25. Really nice. Grips really well on all kinds of surfaces. Very good with, I would say, everything. It even grips pretty well on wet pavement, wet blacktop. That's why I really like it. The grooves really help out. It's considered a dirt tire, but I like it for everything. It's really light and holds 100 psi, which is what a semi tire holds, to put it in comparison. So we run a stainless steel brake cable, and I'm not a big fan of these. I buy them because they're cheap. I'm hard on my brakes, or my brake, I should say. These brake cables aren't very well. They're stainless steel, so I would recommend like a Odyssey brake line. Okay, so then we have Odyssey lumberjack bars. I'm gonna get these in the shop. These are nice bars. I've rode these for about a year now, and I haven't had any issues with them moving, any kind of pinches. The bike came with Eastern bars, but you know, we can't ride with Eastern bars. I'm not a big fan of Eastern anymore. All their parts are junk besides their Grim Reaper frame, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't like their parts. So we got some, I don't even know what grips these are. I'm guessing they're SD. I wasn't there when these got put on. I actually had my dad get put on. But these are really good grips. I haven't gotten very many blisters with these, and I do a lot of pretty good gnarly tricks with these. So they're both this. Okay. Now, let's go down to the forks. I actually just got these forks, and I have rode on them for part of yesterday and some of today, and it's early in the morning, so I'm definitely gonna go out riding some more. These are Odyssey R32 forks, and I cannot say how much I love these Odyssey R32 forks. They have given me so much stability compared to the Eastern forks. They're amazing. They're a little bit wider. They'll fit a 2.5 tire. I run a 2.25, so not even close to my limits, which I'm getting some new tires here pretty soon. But yeah, these are the Odyssey R32. Tom Dugan, he rides for Fit and Odyssey. He rides these Odyssey R32 forks, and they're really nice. They work really well. Like I said, I've only had them for a day and a half on my bike, not even, and I cannot say any bad things about them. They really have been nice, and they're super light. And they have a lifetime warranty, so they're really nice. Okay, so to the frame. This is an Eastern Nagus frame. I don't want that sticker getting in my video. We're gonna cover up the sticker. This is a holding the camera sideways, damn it. This is a Odyssey. Odyssey. God dang it. An Eastern Nagus frame. I'm not a big fan of it. It's pretty heavy. Frame's gonna be definitely in the plans for this summer. The frame has held up though for a year and a half, and I beat the frame up pretty bad. So, yeah. For a beginner, very good frame. Will hold up to anything. I do 360s, 180s. Done a lot of ramps, and what else have I done? I've done you know, disasters, all kinds of stuff on this, and this has held up. I'm surprised I haven't broke the dropouts. I'm a big dude. So then we have a Pivotal Odyssey seat. This is a nice seat. I didn't think I was gonna like it when I first got it. It was really small, but I've really loved it. The seat has been pretty nice. I've had this for about 2 weeks now, and it's been really nice. I like it. It lightens the bike up compared to the Eastern seat. It's not as fat. Who needs a fat seat when you're mostly always riding standing up? Okay. So now, let's go to the rear. We have a Sabrosa Gravedigger in the rear, which is a dirt tire also. And it grips on a lot of stuff. This is a 2.3, so it's a little bit wider than the front. And it actually feels a lot wider when you're riding. Alright, now let's go to the rear wheel. Oh yeah, also this tire holds up. I haven't had one flat, and I've had this tire since July of last year, and I haven't had one flat on it. But it is also coming up to the end of its life. So, let's go to this tire. This rim. This is a Salt Plus Mesa rear wheel. It's got an oil slick hub, which is really nice. It changes colors in the sun, so when you're like, you'll come back to do like a 180 and you'll be heading the other way, and it'll all of a sudden go from like yellow to purple, which tricks people out sometimes. It's like, what in the world just happened to your rim? I've run plastic Black Ops pegs, and these have been pretty nice. I haven't done too many serious grinds on these. I've just got these like 2 weeks ago. So these aren't too bad. That I've noticed it lightened my bike up a lot. It comes with a shoot, would you consider that? It comes with a aluminum sleeve. So the aluminum sleeve makes it to where you can unbolt the plastic part. Why am I calling it a sleeve? I'd consider it like a chassis. It bolts, the part that the plastic sleeve bolts to is really nice. So you can unbolt the plastic sleeve if you crack it or anything, or just eat it up too bad. And you can bolt a new plastic sleeve, and the plastic sleeves aren't expensive at all. Now let's go to the drivetrain of this. We've covered the main parts. I run these Eastern PC plastic pedals, and I cannot stand these. Like, when I'm coming down from a 360, every single time my foot slips off, and I get smashed in the freaking ankles with freaking pedal. Cranks, my bad. Cranks. I'm still a little tired, so don't mind my speech impediment. Alright, so back to these. These are brand new Salt Plus cranks. They're the Salt Plus Pro cranks. Comes with the bottom bracket. You can't beat the price of what they are. They're $120, and it comes with the new bottom bracket and everything else. I have some Primo cranks in the house, but I'm gonna wait till I break these to put those on, because those are $200 cranks. So let's go to the sprocket. This is a Odyssey LaGuardia guarded sprocket, and is what the guarded sprocket does is it has a little, you might be able to see, let me get the camera. Hang on. What, man?
Getting ready to head out.
Okay.
You wanna go?
No, I don't.
You just gonna sit on the backyard?
Yep. Alright, bye.
What?
Bye, I'm doing a YouTube video, man.
Oh.
So this is a Odyssey LaGuardia sprocket, and what it does is it protects your chain from a lot of stuff. That metal ring that's in front of the chain, it'll protect your chain from like when you're at the skate park and you slam down on something. Really makes it nice and holds out. I haven't had any problems with it. I've had it on since December. It is June, and I have put a lot of miles on my bike. I haven't had any issues with it. For the record, for the people that have seen my Facebook post, the sprocket was not bent. The cranks were bent. The piece of crap Eastern cranks.
20% low close button. Camera chooser. Stop recording button. Speech off.
Alright. And then we have a Odyssey chain. The Odyssey chain is really nice. I haven't had any problems with it. I make a lot of torque. I'm a big guy. I'm a big dude, so I make a lot of torque on my pedals. I make enough to lift the front wheel up without pulling up on my bars. I make a lot of torque. Or human power. Alright. And then the rear gear on the wheel, this is a Salt Plus driver. It is a 9-tooth driver. I run a 25/9 gear setup. I would prefer a 28 now that I've experienced with the 25. The 28 is a lot more, just the 3 extra teeth on the sprocket is a lot nicer. It gives you a lot more speed. It also gives you a lot more distance, a lot more gearing. But this was a pretty expensive sprocket, and until I break it, I'm not upgrading. So, and then the seat post is a Eastern pivotal. I don't know what the exact name is, but I haven't had any issues with it yet. It's a pretty nice seat post. Ow, I just got hit in the face with some handlebars. Okay, so now let's go to the stem. The stem is a Eastern, shoot, what is this stem? It's a 20, I mean, it's a 25. Still about on the sprocket. It's a, top load stem. It's got like a, I think it's like a 36 millimeter rise, which could, once I switch to my 48 millimeter, which I'm going with a Sunday Free stem. It's a really nice stem, but it's a cheaper stem. I don't really see the reason of buying a really expensive stem if it holds my bars in place and it spins really well. For when I do bar spins, I don't see the reasoning of buying a $75 stem. It's the least of my worries. But everybody has their opinions. So my next 2 upgrades are gonna be the pedals. I'm going with some Odyssey alloy pedals. I really like their Tom Dugan pedals. I'm either gonna go with those or some Aaron Ross pedals. Shout out to them, they're really good pedals. And then I haven't really decided what I want to go with the frame. Drop some comments down below on what I should get, what color I should get with these black and chrome parts I've been putting on my bike. Give me some suggestions on what colors I should get. A lot of people have been telling me black. They have a Glock black frame made by Fit, I believe, that I might get. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share my videos. Don't be afraid to ask any questions on how I do things, being fully blind, stuff like that. Yeah, so y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Thanks. Peace.